Hello everyone, this is Linda. I am going to try to show you the method that I have taught myself. I don't know how well this is going to go. I had issues with my phone and deleting some videos that I tried to store to my computer and it didn't work, so hopefully I have enough memory, which is why I was trying to get some stuff off of my phone. But it took me about an hour, and before that I had already put the white on my canvas because last time, my very first video, I spent way too much time spreading it out. It just took me forever. I think it was like over 7 minutes of talking and spreading my white. So it may be too dry now, but we'll take a chance. These right here, that's a picture of the canvas, one of the pictures that I had done doing this method, as well as this other tree. I had done those for my mom. She likes trees. She right now is in hospice care, and I did those for her. They're a little chunky, but this is the method that I'm going to try to show you. I also tried it on this. It's kind of hard to see. There's a glare. This is called the Rain Cross. It's the logo for the city, and I actually work for the city of Riverside, and we're allowed to use it. It's our official logo, but it's not copyrighted or anything. So I tried to do it with that. And this is another one that I did when I first started playing around with this technique. I'm going to try to do some deer, moose type things. I collect them, and these are some of the wall hangings that I have in my house. There's one. This one right here, there's a little one. I have lots of other ones, glass and all sorts of things. I'm going to try to do something like this one so that I can keep it simple. This method involves using pipettes, and this is why I'm not sure if it's going to turn out since this paint has been sitting on here so long. You fill the pipettes with paint, and you kind of drag it underneath the white paint and draw whatever you're going to draw, and then when you hit it with the torch, it all comes to the surface, which is a little different than just drawing with a pipette on top of the surface. This goes underneath, and it leaves a real thin line of where you're going, and it's kind of hard to gauge how much paint you're putting in underneath, so when you hit it with the torch, it's a big surprise. So I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. So I have different colors of brown here. I'm just going to keep it real simple. It's the same colors that I used in my rain cross picture, and these paints I've had them for quite a while. I'm going to say over a month. And so kind of refreshed them with some more Floetrol and a little more oil. So we'll see how it goes. No guarantees. So basic method is to get it underneath the white and kind of draw. And all the while you're kind of squeezing the paint underneath the white. You can kind of see there's a little bit of a shadow there. I'm going to try to do this just like the other one so that I don't get confused and try to get creative over it. By other one, I mean like the real life one that I have sitting next to me. And and I appreciate all the views I got on my first video. It was actually kind of cool. And I know that I did kind of ask to be kind, and everybody was. There were a few comments, and they were all positive, which was really cool. And if you watched my first video, I had Abby, who was digging around. I don't know what it was that she was after. Never did find it. The next couple of days, she was obsessed with something in the backyard, and I dug up a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what it was she was after, but I never found what it was. She's a hunting dog, and usually she's right. But this time I went ahead and I indulged her and moved a bunch of stuff off the patio and never did find what it was she was after. So I'm going to try, I have the different colors of brown, but I don't know if I'm going to need them. Looking at the picture, not the picture, but the actual wall hanging that I have that I'm going to try to replicate. This is just a little different, like I said, than actually painting it onto or laying it on top of something that's already finished, because it actually will have the effect of the acrylic pouring where the white is underneath and it adds cells. When I did the trees, they actually did not look like what they ended up looking like. They just exploded with color. All of the little trees, all the color that's in them, they were just simple little dots that I put underneath the white paint. And when I torched it, they just exploded. This is actually looking pretty decent. I think I might go ahead and add another layer of color. One thing that this doesn't really do is when you try to fill in a space, it's a little globby. Like when in the rain cross in the center, that's a bell. And it didn't quite turn out as I expected. But you can draw underneath the white. And it's just really fun once you torch it to see what it looks like. So as you can see, they're really thin lines, but you can kind of see the color that's underneath there. And you can't really gauge what you're doing underneath the white. I mean, you try, but you end up maybe depositing more paint than you thought you did. But it's not an exact thing. It's kind of my thing. But it's kind of fun because I can't really draw, but I can look at something and try to recreate it. But it just adds a little bit more control to creating an image that maybe you can't really draw. I like it because I don't consider myself somebody that's very good at drawing, but that's what's fun about the acrylic pouring, because it's more of an abstract thing, and if it's not perfect, it kind of is still okay. third color. I might just leave it at that. I know it's pretty simple, but the more I mess with it, the more it might just go haywire. So this is the fun part. See what happens? Wow. So I went from long to very short. So now you can see the whole idea. I'm surprised it worked as well as it did. I did add, instead of the treadmill oil, I added the WD-40, where I spray it into another bottle and pour it into here so that you don't have all the fumes. But that's what I was using when I did the other ones, and I didn't want to take a chance that it wouldn't work, and I believe there was already WD-40 in the paint. I'm really surprised because I really think that those paints are about at least a month old. I just thinned them out a little bit with water and Floetrol to try this again because I already had the colors. They worked with what I had for the rain cross, and that's it. The colors obviously have this, and the background is just white paint with Floetrol. And I'll go ahead and give you a close-up. So you can see it kind of makes its own cells. It's kind of cool. So there you go. Hope to see you guys soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.